would the world be without a woman? A nation we...
My name is Isabella Makori, Mbogwa. I come from Nakuru, Subukia. Born and brought up in Subukia. I'm a wife and a mother of 2 beautiful daughters whom I cherish very much. And I'm a member of County Assembly of Nakuru, representing Subukia Ward. During 2007, I was working as a secretary in sub-county constituency office. By then, the member of parliament was Nelson Gaishohie. So when the boss is not there, obvious, I used to interact with electorates. So by listening to many problems, it motivated me. And I developed, in fact, liking politics. And that was my journey. And in 2013, I vied, but I lost. As you hear, my name is Makori. Makori is a Kisi name, but I'm born and brought up. So, but convincing people in politics, it is very difficult. By then, people were in a way tribalic a bit. So due to tribal politics, and I was young and naive, very green into politics, I lost. And as you know that we are in a society where people believe that leadership is for men, it was also a challenge. Yeah. By identifying some gaps in the society, it motivated me, especially in our area. We live in a very dry area. Some areas we don't have water, poor infrastructure, and also drug abuse amongst the youths. And by then I was a youth.
Yes.
So it motivated me to try and assist my fellow youth by then. And politics is very expensive. It needs a lot of funds. We cannot ignore that. Without money, in fact, doing politics is very, very, very difficult. And being my first time, it was very difficult. And convincing people that you are good and you can, in fact, it is very tough. But I continued, and during 2017, I did party politics, where I campaigned for the former governor, Lee Kenyanjui, and by then also I campaigned for the current governor, Susan Kihika, and that's how I got my nomination in County Assembly of Nakuru. And it gave me a platform to interact with people, and they had a chance now to know me well, and they knew what I can do and what I can't do. So come 2022, it was now easier for me to take the seat, and I usually appreciate people of Subukia very much. In fact, we are not yet there, but we are improving and we are trying.
Yes. And
I thank them, because when the opponents were trying to fight me using tribal thing, but people of Subukia, in fact, Hongera, they are too good and they have trust in me and they elected me.
Yes.
But you know, about politics, your opponents must look for something to bring you down.
Yes.
So they were trying to use that tribal thing. In fact, we are trying, even if we are not yet there, but we are improving. Comparing to past years, like in Nakuru, our governor is a woman, the senator is a woman, and we are 8 elected women in county assembly, and 5 women in in Nakuru County we have 11 sub-counties, and 5 are women elected. But we are not yet there. Comparing, we have having 55 wards, and only 8 elected. In fact, we are a bit low, but we are trying. And I can encourage people to trust in women. Women are good managers. They are nurturers. And in fact, from morning to evening, you do a lot of things. You are supposed to know where you get water, cooking, looking for children and everything. So in fact, women are good managers. And by electing more women, we will reduce the number of nominations. So we will cut down even the wage bill of paying salaries.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm privileged to be the chairperson of Committee of Agriculture in Nakuru County. And we passed a policy on packaging in terms of agriculture. like potatoes.
Yes.
So we said it is supposed to be 50 kgs, which is, in fact, it's a bit challenging because it is many counties which are growing potatoes, and when you try to implement, the buyers try to divert and go to other counties. So it is supposed to be at national level. And also, in fact, some people usually that sanitary pads is not important, but it is very expensive to some families. Even if it is 50, 60, 80 shillings, it is expensive. So we passed the motion and made sure that every girl around Nakuru County is able to get a sanitary towel. So I'm proud of that, and I have been going around doing counseling to young ladies. If you can remember 2020, during COVID, we had a lot of early pregnancies. So we tried going around as women caucus, talking to girl child, trying to counsel them, and also without leaving boy child behind, let them be our sister's keeper. So, and we are trying to discourage about alcoholism and drug abuse, which in fact I'm championing in my ward. We cannot assume that we live in a patriarchal society where people believe that only men who are supposed to be leaders. So sometimes people may try to pull you down, but what I can say, you just ignore and you forge way forward, and you must be determined to do whatever you are supposed to do. Even when you are looking for votes, as a woman, you must work twice or thrice more tough than men. First question you ask, are you married? Who is your husband? But I've never heard any man being asked such questions. Women are managers. We are nurturers. And I know what is affecting me is affecting even every family. And for example, today you can give a man 1,000 and give a woman 1,000. In fact, my 1,000 will reach at home being 1,000 and some shopping. But for a man, I know you must give your friend, take 2, and maybe something else there. Maybe your 300 is the only money that will reach at home.
Yes.
So we cannot ignore that.
Yes.
In fact, women, there's a notion usually men try to put in women that we are our own enemies. But in fact, women usually support other women. And even if it is a man who is looking for votes, they usually try to lobby for women. So by sensitizing women, encouraging them to support their gender, in fact, even if you want a woman president, it is possible. So by supporting women, I know it can work, and also reducing the wage bill of this top-up gender thing. What I can tell women outside there, politics is not hard. You must be determined, be strong, and ignore those people who try to pull you down. There's challenges, but you are supposed to do away with the challenges, be focused, and in fact, you'll get what you want. Sometimes, in fact, you must face it head on, because when you just, maybe you cry, you lament, you won't be, there's no sympathy vote nowadays. You must face it the way it is. I want to tell my fellow ladies, be a leader wherever you are. Let people know you by what you are doing. Whether it is in chamas, show your leadership skills. And when time comes and maybe you want an elective position, you already have built your name and the people will have trust in you. So it is good to be what you are. What I can say, patience pays. It is not a must that when you buy once and get, it is very difficult. In fact, the first time, in fact, they usually say that you are introducing yourself to them. So whether you look for votes and lose, don't lose hope. There is always a next time. So it is good to be persistent. So when God's time comes, in fact, I know it is the best. In fact, I want also to appreciate Eco Network, who have made me today to be here. And I call upon the organization, let them support women, especially during campaigns, not coming after campaigns. It is very ironical when maybe you have lost or you have won. That is the time that they come looking for you. They want to interview you. Let them support women at the right time. Let them journey together. Let them assist in mobilization of women and people on the ground.
Yes.
And walk the journey together.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a season.